sour soup.
Hey, welcome back. Yo,
Yo.
Ian, let them know who we are.
Hey, you already know who it is. It's your boy Ian. We got Davis in Vegas. It's Sour Soup. Either you like it or you don't. Just don't let it burn your throat. Dave, what we got for him tonight, man?
We're gonna start it off again, like what I say every week. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and bell icon. Make sure you guys share this episode. But today, we're gonna just talk about another hot topics that's been going on maybe recently, such as what we got the Trump thing going on.
Andrew Tate. What am I missing?
Oh, we got student loans, man.
Student loans, yeah.
You know, I mean, that I think all of that affects me. What about you?
I'm good. No, go ahead. Kick it off, man. What you got?
Well, you know what, man? Since it is starting to be like a election season, end of November, they got the primaries is what it is. November, right? I think that's when people vote. And you know what? I actually just registered. It's official, bro. I registered Republican, man.
Damn.
Oh shit, dude, that's it. People are gonna It's official, man.
You done.
Did you register? You ain't even You registered?
I wasn't born here, dude. I can't vote.
I'm
kidding. No, I'm not. I need to register.
God damn. This guy, man, gonna be God damn. This guy be spreading things. He ain't even voting, doing his part. God. Well, he's from Texas anyway, so we already know what way they're gonna be. So. But I'm a swing state. You see here, we're out here in Nevada, man. It's a swing
You're
state,
purple state, man. You're purple state.
The vote matters. You know what I'm saying? So go out there and vote, everybody. But yeah, man. It doesn't matter what side you're in. What your political, what you agree on. But I think everyone could agree on, like, dude, if the FBI or any police just comes in your house, right? And just starts raiding your house. And they tried not to use that word raiding, right? I think they used something else. I forgot what it's called. I think there's something wrong. If they could raid a former president's house without any real evidence of what they're, any like real evidence or real reason to just go there and just take whatever they want, what makes you think they can't do that to you? You know what I'm saying? I think that's the whole issue of why a lot of people are bothered by it. What you think?
I think people are bothered by it because they are looking for ways to prevent him from running. I think that's what people are bothered about. And that's just because I've always had this mentality of like, well, who am I to raid? Like I have a friend that's very
like, unless you're a Viking, right? Like you can't be raiding, or a pirate. Like you gotta be a Viking.
Or if you're trying to kill some roaches, then yeah, you need raid.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. But, hey, that's the dad joke for the day, for the week. You're welcome.
But go on, man.
Yeah. So kind of, I'm in that mentality of, I'm just your everyday average Joe. Like, what does the FBI got to do anything with me? You know what I mean? I have a buddy that's very like, hey, watch what you say around the phones, watch what you text and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, like,
yo, man,
first
Siri
of all,
be listening, dude. Siri what's the other ones? Alexa? Yo, they be listening, man.
No, I have no doubt. In my mind that they listen. I mean, there's so many things that show us that they are listening. But for me, it's like you can listen all you want. I don't cover my cameras. You can watch me.
You can find it.
Hey, enjoy the show. You know what I mean? So I think that's why a lot of people are frustrated, man, because number one, they don't like Biden. They want to get him out. Number two, a lot of people love Trump. And they want him back. And the fact that a lot of people know that, and now all of a sudden there's an investigation, because you can't run if you're under an active investigation. Right? What are your thoughts?
You know what? I think everything is connected, man. Like, I feel like, Biden hasn't really been doing anything that he promised. And he's honestly, I mean, unless you're blind and you just don't, you really are not listening or doing any research, or you just, you know, you just listening to all the echo chambers, like,
Yeah.
or maybe you're not paying bills. Maybe that's why you ain't feeling what's going on. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, if you don't notice the gas prices, the inflation, all that stuff, yo, something's going on, man. Like, for
Bro,
real. And
I'm in
that's why
Texas, dude. I'm in Texas and I'm paying almost $4 a gallon. That's a
that's a
problem.
lot there.
That's a problem.
Like, I think that's why I'm saying, like, hey, I appreciate what they did because, you know, it affected me, but that's why I think they did that Hail Mary pass of finally passing that student loan thing of what is it, like clearing out $10,000,
$10,000,
20,000.
but then now they're increasing the price of school another $10,000, aren't they? Is that what's going on?
I don't know, man, but the point is, I'm out of there already. So,
True. But I got 4 kids to put through college,
hey,
so
well, that's what I'm telling you, man. Hey, you gotta teach them other ways, right? You gotta teach them other ways. School ain't the only way. You know, the more you know. School ain't the only way. School has become a scam. It has become a business. Education does not need to be that expensive.
Yeah.
Some degrees don't even need to be a master's, a doctorate. You know what I mean? Like, it's all just business, man. And I mean, I'm happy for it, but I know in the long run it is gonna affect everybody because that money's coming somewhere. We're gonna get taxed somehow. You know what I mean? They're gonna get that money back. So I don't believe anything's free.
No, nothing's free, man. And that's the illusion a lot of people fall into, right? Like, oh, this is free. I'm getting something for free. No, someone's paying for it somewhere. You're probably paying for it. You know, when you pay, like you said, you pay your property tax, you pay your fucking sales tax, they take tax out of your fucking wages. Again, these are the people that are really afford this kind of shit is like people that are on welfare. People that are not getting taxed, people that are just living off the government. That's why I've always been in the favor of, like, maybe we should make that more strict, right? Like welfare. I know we kind of talked about this last time too, but kind of ties back into that because that's really where the division is. There's people that are working and fucking that's gonna be affected by this shit.
You're starting to sound like a sellout, man. All our you know, fellow immigrants and stuff might start hating it now. Like, go on, man. Speak your truth, man. Speak your truth.
You know, it's funny that you say that because you're right. I mean, we grew up very poor, right? When we first got to the U.S. and stuff, and absolutely that shit helped. Not gonna lie, that shit helped. But my parents worked still. They tried to get out of that, try to get to the next step. Yeah, whereas a lot of these people that are in those programs, they're just like, fuck it, this is good enough for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, it's like everyone's enjoying it in the short run until, you know, it affects you in the long run. Kind of like, you know, when you're sleeping with this random girl and all of a sudden, boom, you're either a dad or now you got this itch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're done.
You weren't thinking about it.
Okay. How about this? Would you rather become a dad from this random chick you slept with, or a permanent STD?
Like, what's STD though? Like, which one? I mean, there's some that are, you know, it's not
right.
that. I'm just
herpes.
Oh, no, I mean, I'd rather be a dad, man. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! Herpes or parenthood? Herpes, parenthood. Those are the options. Those are the options.
Sometimes, I mean, they're both. I mean, if you're just gonna be a part-time parent, it's kind of like the same, right? It's like they only show up sometimes. They only show up sometimes, just like. But
you bad for that.
No. Hey, shout out to all the, you know, part-time parents out there. I know it's a struggle, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do. Hey, as long as you're paying your child support, that's for men and women. You know, you ain't a dirtbag.
Hey, you think paying the child support is good enough? Like, you're doing your part?
I mean, goddamn, what more? No, because, you know, it's about giving the attention. the
Right.
time,
Right.
especially like what I've been preaching before. Especially if you have a son. Like I'm only gonna speak for myself. If you have a son, then only his father could teach him how to be a man. And you don't want to continue that cycle of like deadbeat dads and making the world even weaker. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why I was trying to find this one. Well, maybe we'll find it later. But this one video of Andrew Tate, which we'll talk about later.
You can't talk about Andrew Tate anymore, man.
Oh shit!
You talk about him, you might get raided.
Hey, good luck, man. I don't got shit.
Come find me, motherfucker.
No,
but yeah, going back to the Trump thing, man. So from what I know, so he got raided. Initially, the FBI went because Trump had some declassified documents, right? And they went and said, "Hey, lock that shit up." Cool, got it. So Trump put it in a safe. And all of a sudden, he gets raided. They find the documents in a safe. So we're good. And then the FBI, I believe, they released the documents. I think it was like 20 boxes. It was like 20 boxes, but they came out with like 35. Like, what? Some shit like that. So they anyway, so they released the investigation documents, right?
Yeah,
what they found, and everything's like redacted. Like there's nothing we could even read about it. So what do we know what happened?
They're hiding something, man. If it's honestly legit, then you shouldn't be needing to hide. They're saying it's like gonna mess up with the investigation, but come on, man.
Yeah.
Like honestly, if you're gonna go and raid a former president, there better not be anything that could like. There shouldn't be anything that would mess up the investigation. It should be a done deal. Like it's black and white right here, right?
When is the only time you try to hide your work, man?
You did something wrong.
You did something wrong. you did something wrong, or you thought you were gonna catch somebody, and then next thing you know, there's literally nothing, and you're like, "Fuck, we're gonna look stupid."
Yeah, man. Now you're just like fumbling with your words is basically what they're doing. Like when your girl catches you doing something, you're like, "Whoa,
where were you last night?" It wasn't
me. You know, Shaggy said it wasn't me, man.
I was at a spelling bee. What, bitch?
But yeah, man, I think
what's happening next with that though? Like now that they've done the raid, they're in the live investigation now, right?
Yeah, it just happened.
So
but you know, I have a theory.
That tell you? He can't run.
I think Trump did it on purpose, man. I think he caught them. He's because they said someone like gave them a tip. That's what the FBI was saying. Like someone gave them a tip to go raid. Like, oh, he has some like whatever documents, whatever. And no one ever said who called or whatever. Right. I think Trump had something to do with that because he knew what they were trying to do, and like now we got him. You know what I mean? Now he can show the whole world that there's corruption. Right. There is corruption. Not only in like, you know, in the presidency, but also like in the agency that's supposed to be, you know, help for the people. That's supposed to be keeping us safe. But if it's only like favoring one way, that's a scary time, man. That's when, like, you know, you start getting martial law. You start getting you know, a dictatorship kind of.
Dude, it's funny when you meet people that are just that naive to say there's no corruption. Bro, there's corruption at every level in every country. If there's money, power involved, there's always going to be corruption. There's always going to be corruption. As good as you think somebody may be, there's going to be corruption. Like, even though, you know, I like President Trump, I guarantee you he was doing some shady shit. Everybody does some shady shit. You know what I mean? Like, everybody does. Hey, you know, sometimes when you pick something and you try to be all sneaky, you pick something like you butter something, you go like this. Shady. You knew what it was gonna smell like. You knew, but you gotta smell it anyway.
You gotta grab the. What did he say? You gotta grab the.
and you know what's funny about that too? When you have like you smell something funny, you keep smelling it.
Well, if it's yours, you kind of like you. Is that weird? When it's like, you know, it came from you, you kind of like, all right, cool.
Is it weird? But everyone does it.
Everyone does it, man. You
Everyone
only
does
because you're like, dude, that stench just came from me. Damn, that's pretty good. That's pretty strong. Yeah.
Like, goddamn. This is what people doing.
Like, oh, this ain't normal.
Anyway, yeah. So that I mean, we don't know yet, but basically, if this investigation is live and it's gonna be ongoing, you could pretty much count Trump out, right?
Man, they better not, dude, because that'll be a shame. That'll be a shame. Well, at least we still got Ron DeSantis. Was it DeSantis? Ron DeSantis. Yeah. DeSantis. Damn, this is like that Matt Taiteo thing.
Matt Taiteo. I finally watched that fucking documentary.
What'd you think?
Manti Te'o.
I said that.
You were saying all sorts of manti.
Praying mantis. No,
praying mantis. No, anyway, so yeah. I mean, we'll see. I guess we'll see. It's too soon to say, but anything can happen. But you know how these investigation works, bro. It's forever,
forever, man.
It's gonna end as soon as like they're in the clear that he can't run. It's like all of a sudden, oh yeah, we're good. Investigation's done.
Yeah, I've been waiting for XRP, man. I've been waiting for that verdict.
When the fuck is that gonna hit, bro? Still waiting.
I'm trying to be rich. I'm ready to quit, man. Quit my job. When is that shit, man? Come on, man.
It's never gonna hit. That shit.
The moment they say, because what's going on with XRP too? Just not to kind of go on a different tangent here, but dude, that's like black and white. They got no evidence, man. The freaking
investigation too, yeah.
Who runs the stock exchange or whatever that keeps it?
Yeah,
whatever. They got nothing on XRP too, man, or Ripple. They got nothing on that, man. They're just trying to buy time.
You still got yours? How much you got?
Of course I got, man. Shit.
How much you got?
Well, I don't want anyone to know, because then once that thing goes, they might kidnap me, dude. I don't got any. I might get raised now. See, now I'm gonna get.
I only got one.
I only got a half.
Anyway, moving on. So that's going on, and
now they're what? Yeah, so kind of connected.
Just like they canceled Trump. Who else did they cancel, man?
Well, I don't want to talk about the cancel it yet, but I want to talk about the student loans. Oh, we talked about that already.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, like I have mixed feelings about it, but I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if they can give me free money, if they can give you free money, you can say no. You know what I mean,
bro? It's so full of shit, bro. Like they're never gonna do that shit, dude.
What? They said that they're going, dude. You can't if they can't go back on their word now. You know how many people are gonna
really
gonna riot, dude. They're gonna riot,
you know how many times politicians have gone back on their word, bro.
Yeah, but you know what though? What are we talking about?
Yeah. Student loan, man. You said that they can't backtrack.
Oh no, what I was gonna say is, look, but who is this in favor of? It's in favor of mostly like the liberals, the Democrats, right? And if they don't get their way, what did they do?
Riot.
So you really think they're gonna really go backtrack right now, man?
I think they will, man.
Huh?
I think they will. As soon as they get the outcome that they need, boom, backtrack.
Who's gonna backtrack? Oh, the government?
Yeah.
Oh, but no, they said it's gonna come down. They should start seeing some of these payments come out in October. So we'll see it in October.
Oh yeah, you do have student loans, don't you?
Yeah, man, I still got student loans.
Yeah. Well, I hope they don't backtrack, man.
Yeah, man, come on. Come on, man, you got.
Come on, man. Hook me up.
But yeah, no, I mean.
We'll talk about that a little bit. Give us some details on the student loan thing, just for the people that don't know.
I'm gonna put my big brother hat on right now for everybody. Look, that is the bad thing. All right, and when colleges tell you could be anything you want, you can't. The only reason they tell you that, and when they tell you when you go to, and most of the time when you're new to college, they tell you, oh, you don't got to figure out what you want to do yet. And the only reason they tell you that shit It's because the longer you don't know what the fuck you're doing, the longer you're gonna stay, and the more you're gonna pay them for because your dumb ass is staying.
Yeah.
And now they're saying that like, oh, the student loans are gonna help some people who went to college but never got a degree. And some of those people, that's what happened because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Now, before people crucify me, I know there are some situations where some people had to quit college because they had to, support their family and stuff. But I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the other people who just wasn't disciplined enough and just didn't know what the heck they were doing because they didn't have a big brother moment like this to tell them, look, if you're gonna go to college, you got to pick a major that makes money. Okay, that's it. Not freaking, no offense, but not an art degree, not freaking an English lit, not Chicano studies or anything like that, man. Because good luck finding a job. I'm sorry if that's what you went with. Because most of the time, a lot of those people who pick majors like that, they end up not even using their degree.
Right.
And what does that mean? You wasted time and money, man.
And money.
Instead, what you should have done is fucking, if you were gonna just do something like that, you should have just gone in on a trade, like a welding, mechanics, or something like plumbing. Oh god damn, you gonna make money. And if you really do want to be an art degree, like you want to get a degree in art, dude, don't get the degree. Just be a tattoo artist. God damn, you know how much those motherfuckers make? I know my tattoo artist is making a killing off of me. Shit.
How much you pay on that piece?
I'm too embarrassed to say, man. But let's just say that,
dude, people pay a lot of money, bro.
Dude, it's a lot of money. Well, you know what? It depends on the style you want and who's doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because I mean, like, I'm not gonna make fun of anyone's tattoos and stuff, and
it's kind of like that story where the lady runs into Pablo Picasso at a cafe, and she goes, "Oh my god, Pablo Picasso!" And she walks up to him. I mean, obviously, this is probably a fictional story. Obviously, she walks up to him and says, "Hey, can you draw my dog?" And he says, "Sure." Draws her dog on a napkin. He says, "That'll be $2,000 or some shit like that. A lot of money." And she goes, "What? You're gonna charge me for that much?" It's not, again, it kind of what you said, right? You're not paying for what I just did, but you're paying for who did that, because he worked his ass off to build who he is, right? Reputation, his fucking style, etc., etc. So you're paying for that, not necessarily what he's giving you.
You know what? That's what someone told me. Like when I was shopping for tattoo artists, man. Let's just say I thought $1,000 could get you a whole sleeve. Nah.
No,
that ain't gonna get you a whole sleeve, man. Especially not like the style that I want. And let's just say that someone told me, how do you put a price on art? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially when it's gonna be with you forever. You want the best one. You ain't gonna just settle for. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be like me.
Well, yeah. Show them your cowboy tattoo, man.
I just get a bunch of random stuff.
Nah, but you made it work, baby. You made it. No, I think the only one you regret is the Cowboys, because you a Chargers fan.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
And that wasn't even a Cowboys tattoo.
Yeah, that wasn't even a Cowboys star, bro. But that's story for another day.
But I'm saying it works because you're in Texas now, so I mean, it ain't really. Come on, it's America's team, man.
Yeah, fuck that.
Speaking of that, real quick, you do fantasy football?
I did before.
I might join my first.
Consumes you, man.
I might join my first one, so I might need some help picking.
It consumes you. It really.
I need help picking the people, man.
You get like stuck on that bitch. You're just like, oh, should I play this? Should I play that? You be there for fucking an hour on your phone, just fucking trying to figure out who you want to start.
I don't even know how it goes, man. But I know a lot of people like doing it.
It's fun. It's time consuming though. It really is.
Is it? God damn. I guess we won't be doing any podcasts then until football season.
Like, hey Dave, are we gonna do an episode? No, I gotta set up my lineup.
But so moving on to the next topic.
Yeah.
So they try to cancel Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And who's the other
Hey,
big guy?
wait. They try to cancel Trump. They're trying to cancel student loans.
Oh shit, that's the theme, huh? That's true. And who else they trying to cancel, man?
And Andrew Tate. You know what? I have to be honest. I don't even know he got canceled. So you're gonna have to bring me. You're gonna have to fucking get me up to speed on this one.
They're trying to cancel the top G.
Trying to cancel him, or he did get canceled?
He did get canceled, man.
Okay.
They canceled the top G, man.
What happened?
What happened? Bugatti. I don't even know how he says it. But yeah, now they canceled Andrew Tate. If you guys have been living under a rock and don't know who Andrew Tate is, simple Google search on YouTube will pop up. And I'm sure you guys have seen him all over social media, TikTok, Instagram. It's the bald dude with the glasses that's very energetic and outspoken. That's him. But yeah, they canceled him in, I believe, Instagram and is it YouTube? I believe he had a channel called Tate Speech, kind of play on words with hate speech. But yeah, no, but to be honest, like when I hear, I'm a fan of him. I'm not even gonna lie. I like him. I agree with what he stands for. Now, when I hear people say they don't like him, it's usually people who don't really know anything about him except the clips that they see, the 2-second clips. But yet they didn't hear the whole interview. They didn't hear they don't know his background. They don't know anything about him except those 2 clips, and then they make a judgment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think it's fair. And I don't know. What do you think?
In all honesty, whether you like him or not, what they did to him, now that I know about it, what they did to him isn't fair. Number one, I don't know what else he does in terms of money, but dude, you're taking away money from him. Imagine like I come into your work and I am in no way part of the company you're in. And I'm saying, hey, fuck this guy. This guy's fucking XYZ. Get him out of here. Get your ass fired. Now I'm fucking with your money, right? Think about that. That's number one. Number two, he might rub a lot of people the wrong way. He might say some of the controversial shit, but that's his niche. Yes, he probably believes in a lot of things he says, but that's his niche. That's how he makes his money. That's his crowd, and that's what he's going after, right? And that's called freedom of speech, man. He should be able to say whatever the fuck he wants. That's why we live in this beautiful country, right? And now you're trying to shut him down because of the things that he's saying. Now you got to think about it. He got taken off YouTube and Instagram, he said? Or
yeah.
What is it? Yeah. So you think about it.
Instagram.
You think about it like this, man. If YouTube and Instagram are taking people off of their platform, they are now essentially they're no longer a public platform. They are editors, right?
Yeah,
they are curating and deciding what people should see, hear. So what does that mean? What does that mean? If you are now no longer just a public platform where people could speak their mind and their opinions, so that means
narrative, man.
Yeah,
brainwashing
narrative. But so that what that means is YouTube and Instagram should be liable for what people put on their platform, since they are controlling it, they are curating it. So if someone puts some crazy shit out there and they let it happen, they should be liable for it, not the person creating the content. They allow the content to be there.
Dude, it's I think the reason why they canceled him is because he had too much influence. You know what I mean? He had more influence than Donald Trump or Kim Kardashian, dude. He was the number one search person. He was the number one famous person for a while. I think still now. But so the reason they don't like
weight. His words carried a lot of weight, really.
You know what it is? The reason people don't like him is because what he says, they really are. He's not lying about anything. It's just that people don't like the way he delivers it. You know what I mean?
Kind of like Trump.
Right? It's like 1 + 1 is 2. What's the difference between 1 + 1 is fucking 2? You know what I'm saying? Just because you put the fuck, you might have put a cuss word. Now people don't like it and they don't want to agree with you. But
makes me excited. Makes me excited. I wish my math teacher was like that. I would have been better at math.
You would have listened, huh?
I would have listened. No.
But you know, the reason I liked him, honestly, and that's what this podcast is about, was because he was honestly trying to uplift men. He was trying to make men again, like man again. You know, he was trying to make young boys grow up to be strong men, so that the world could be like in order again or something. It's like right now it's a disorder, and some people say, oh, he's what's the word? Anyway, he hates women, right? But that's not true.
Sexist.
No, there's another misogynist. Yeah, but it's not. He really does care about women too, and he wants women. He tries to teach women like what they should really do in order to succeed in relationships and in life also. And never once has any of his ex-girlfriends ever talked bad about him. Like, there was a fake video of supposedly he was abusing like this girl, but his ex-girl, they were just playing. That girl actually even came on video and admitted, we were just playing. He wasn't abusing me or anything. No one was being abused, and everyone just jumped on it and crucified him. Mm-hmm. No one even knew the whole story. Even when this girl came out twice to tell the public, I've never been abused. He's actually a good man. He's kind, and he's very generous too, dude. That's what people don't know. He's very generous. He donates millions of dollars to different organizations that help people out. I don't see a lot of people doing that. You know what I'm saying? And he keeps it quiet. But everyone just likes to hate him because it's easy, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's easier to hate somebody than to support somebody, man. That's what a lot of things, right? Like, even with people you know, bro. Like, I found, you find out that people aren't truly happy to see you're succeeding, right? They're just surprised that you continue to do what you do. That's what they show up for. Like, wow, he's still doing it, huh? Wow. That's what I'm surprised.
We still here, motherfucking. We don't care if there's only one person watching.
But a lot of times people are miserable. People are unhappy. They and misery likes company.
Well, they like to bring.
They want
to
see you fail. They want to see you fail.
It's like a crab in a bucket, I think, is the analogy that people try to use. You know, if someone tries to just climb up and out of the bucket, tries to make something out of himself, people at the bottom will still try to pull you back down. You know, like, you know, maybe they'll say, "Nah, you're not good," or "No, maybe you shouldn't." Oh no, it's dangerous. Oh no, it's too risky. You might lose all the. But dude, if you really have a passion for something and you have a plan of how to actually execute it, then go for it, man. And if it's not harming anybody, hey, what do you got to lose?
Yeah. And that's when you know you have the right people around you. Is if you have a group of people that's constantly telling you, hey man, you shouldn't go for it. Don't take the risk, don't take the opportunity, constantly telling you to like not take the chance, then you're probably not around the right people. I mean,
well, I guess you gotta be careful with that, right?
Depends on what you're doing.
You gotta be careful with that, because some people tell you, hey, yeah, go do it, man, even though they know 100% you get like you get caught by the cops, but hey, yeah, man.
That's me. Don't ask me, because I'll tell you. Let's do it together.
Oh, shit. But yeah, man, I want us to react to this one video, man, of Andrew Tate, and I want to know what your thoughts on it is. Okay.
Wait a minute. Roll the clip. It's very, very hard to refuse a man his natural instincts as a man. Yep. And this is done on purpose. This is not done on accident. There's no war on men on accident. Men are the ones who start revolutions. If you look at any revolution in history, it was the men who were on the street and started that revolution. If you want to control a populace, the first thing you do is control the men. When the Romans went and conquered Sparta, they killed all the men, all the young boys, all the fighting age males. When you're left with nothing but females, you can conquer and control a society. We're living in a world right now where there's supposedly some virus, and you have to stay in your house and put a mask on, and everyone's complying like cowards. And the reason is because they've destroyed the masculine spirit in men. If you would have told men 100 years ago, we're going to take your business away, we're going to bankrupt you, and they're going to lock you in your house, every single man would have stood up and said, what? Who are you? You didn't listen to us. The people who are in charge of the world want to control the population. The easiest way to do that is to remove the warriors from the populace. That's all it's about. So when men try and act in a masculine way, they're toxically masculine. They demonize us.
Fear people.
Well, we're not gonna say like there aren't tough women out there that can't beat us up. Look, I know there's probably women in my MMA class that could beat me up, but that's like that's only, but that's only a few. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't care if that's why there's weight classes. Isn't that a reason there's a weight class in like those combat sports?
Right.
Most men they're bigger and outweigh most women.
Mm-hmm.
But go on, man. What were you saying?
No, I mean you kind of you're pretty much on it, bro. I mean it makes a lot of sense what he's saying, really. I never thought about it that way. So kind of listening to him talk about it in that sense, and again, kind of goes back to his delivery, right? His delivery is like very aggressive. It can rub people the wrong way. But at the end of the day, it's hard to not agree with that, because that is a repeated occurrence in history. How do you control a populace? Like he said, control the warriors, control the people that will fight. And how there's no more left. There's no people that will fight, or not enough at least. Because like he said, he said it so eloquently, is that they've broken the warrior spirit. Like, not people out there don't have that anymore. Like, dude, I just want to do my 9 to 5, make my money, take care of family. Nothing wrong with that. But we absolutely live in a different society. And that's a lot to do with grooming over centuries, right? Grooming slowly until we got to this point where government and people above us are in complete control.
It's kind of like what I said before, right? Like, I think we talked about it, and it ties in, right? We said men love harder than women, because when the society gets taken over, what are women going to do when they can't defend themselves? They're either going to kill themselves, or they're going to have to start a relationship with another dude that could help defend them or provide, or, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's no striking or freaking protesting. Motherfucker, you're getting invaded. They're either gonna kill you or you're with them.
Yeah, and that's also another thing, right? Kind of ties back to what we're talking about, how good times builds weak men. Now, when I say weak men, like really in general, like human race. We've been at peace, and when I say at peace, I know we've had wars. Don't get me wrong, but when I say at peace, when was the last time like the U.S. soil was involved and felt war, where we saw people shooting each other like war zone? It don't happen. I mean, you probably if you go to Southside Chicago, you see that shit. But what I'm saying is, like, you don't see that shit everywhere. Just like people in Afghanistan, they're used to that shit. That's their day to day for 1,000 years. They see war every day. People get killed.
They don't got time to be thinking about all these other stuff, man.
Yeah. Like you go to Juarez, right? Juarez, Mexico. You see severed heads on the streets, and that's their norm. So people here in the United States, and that's why we are the way we are, is because we are so pampered, and we're almost kind of looking at the world in behind a pair of shades, right? We see it differently than the rest of the world. I had a really good conversation with a buddy of mine at work. His family, they're from Africa. And we kind of talked a little bit about how Africans don't consider themselves, they don't consider themselves black people. In fact, a lot of Africans don't like being generalized with black people, because when you say, I'm not, all right, when I say this is not where I'm coming from, and I'm not racist this way, but
he's quoting an African.
I'm quoting.
They're gonna just cut this in the clip. They're gonna cancel you like entertainment. They're only gonna give this little clip.
First of all, I'm not racist. Second, maybe a little bit. No, I'm kidding. When you say black people, there's a stereotype. There's that stigma that comes with that, right? A lot of people will think of like the stereotype of ghetto, yada yada yada, and Africans don't want to be associated to that. And there was actually an interview that I saw not too long ago. They're interviewing this African woman. She's talking to those protesters, like, why are you guys protesting out here? Like, we living good. We living good. We have it good. And she's like, trust me, go back to Africa and you see what the fuck you got to deal with. This ain't shit. I'll deal with this shit all day long. I love this. I got freedom. I have the opportunity to gain money, to gain status, make money, and build something. Mm-hmm. Whereas, my buddy was telling me that back in Africa, from grade school through college, you got to pay for everything. And if there's a lot of people in poverty, extreme poverty, so that means a lot of people are uneducated. Mm-hmm. And that's another way to control the populace.
And you know what? And we could even talk about our own culture of being Asian. Like, for Indians, dude, they have a caste system, bro. Do you know what? You know about that shit?
A what?
A caste system? Mm-mm. It's basically like a social class that your family is born into it and you can never leave.
Class.
No, caste. They call it caste, though.
Oh, caste.
Like a caste. But, yeah, your family's born into it and forever you're in that caste system. So if you were born at the very bottom,
you're stuck.
You're stuck.
Damn.
And usually, my Indian friend was telling me about it. It's like usually they know by your last name. I think Patels are like all the way pretty up there.
That makes sense, dude.
Patels are up there. Yeah.
That makes sense. We have a friend that's Indian, and she comes from a very well-off family. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say her last name, but when I told her I have an Indian friend, first thing she asked me, "Oh, what's the last name?"
Yeah, they know that shit, dude.
Yeah. So okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense now why she would even say like, "Oh, what's the last name?" Because she's probably thinking, "Oh, are they in my social class?"
Like they don't even care. It doesn't even matter. Like let's say your last name is associated with like a lower caste system, and let's just say you became a doctor too, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And like he was telling me, like it doesn't matter, because to them it's that last name. Like it's forbidden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Maybe that's why the comedian Russell Peters changed his name. Russell Peters. I've not met one Indian last name Peters.
I think I remember an interview that he was talking about why he grew up in Canada, right? I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like for them, that's why education's important. That's why, when they come to America, dude, there's nothing to complain about.
Right.
Because if they went back to India and they were at the lower class, they're out there cleaning the sewage.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Slumdog Millionaire. If you ever watched
that, seen that movie.
That's it. That's like, yo, man.
And you know what's funny is that there are movies that show what like movies where like the hero goes to a different country and you see all this crazy shit, but like people get stuck on the idea of like, oh, this is a movie, this is not real. No, that came from real examples. Like shit like that really happens. You know what I mean? Like those movies that are based off of true story, like Hotel Rwanda. You know what I mean? That shit fucking happens. That kind of shit happens. And
I think that was a true story.
That was a true story.
Oh, I thought.
No.
I thought you were trying to say like shit like that happened. I'm like, yeah, because it was a true story.
Oh, yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, but people get stuck behind like, oh, I'm just watching
like Lion King, man. That was a true story.
Everything the light touches is ours. Who named you king, bitch?
It's still one of the saddest movies, man.
Hey, why is Scar a darker lion though?
There's a theory that actually Scar was helping, like he was actually the good guy, and that like Mufasa was the evil one. Because Scar was actually, like, I think someone was saying like the hyenas were the poor people, and Scar was just trying to help liberate them and get them something like to eat.
It's kind of like that story with Peter Pan, right? Someone made a theory like, Captain Hook was actually the good guy because he was trying to prevent this evil fairy, this evil creature from kidnapping kids, the Lost Boys,
and making them stuck there. Huh? Mm-hmm. Well, that's kind of like another one's like Batman and Joker. Like everyone thinks Batman is the good one, but really most people relate with Joker. No, we're not rich billionaires that just had money given to us. If anything, Batman is just beating up poor people. and then the only reason, if you ever watch the Joker movie, Joker only became the Joker because the world kept on beating him up, and he was a nice dude.
You're right.
And then Batman came here.
Oh, we're gonna go in a rabbit hole here because that's a deep one. Because there's anyway. Kind of going back to Andrew Tate. So he gets canceled. Everybody getting canceled around here. We probably next getting canceled. Just saying.
That means we got clout now.
Hey, the more haters you got, that means you're doing something, right?
That's right, man.
That's right.
But I hope they don't. I hope he finds a way back though. But people are fighting him, and a lot of people not fighting for him, and a lot of people are supporting. Do support him. And I think, yeah, dude, if we just allow this to happen, just let men continue to be weak.
Yeah.
Like, look, man, I've been trying to tell people, what's the generation after Generation Z? Like, I wish I was born in this next generation. You know what it's called? Fucking Alpha generation, bro.
Alpha?
God damn, man. If you don't do something with if you're born in that generation, you don't do shit.
Bro, it's kind of like being born with a name like Bo. Like Bo.
Man, that's a weird spelling too, man.
Like Bo Jackson. He lived up to that fucking name. You know what I mean? He was a badass running back. He was fucking badass at baseball. Just all-star sports, right? Pro. He lived up to the name. Now imagine being named like Prince. Beautiful. And you ugly as fuck.
God damn, man.
What do you do?
What do you do? Why do you name his kid? What do you do? Shit.
What do you do?
Well, his family's rich. His dad's rich, so he could, Like I said, no one's really ugly. You just broke. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck. Facts,
right? So
facts. Facts.
They could be prince and princesses, so it's all good.
You got enough money, you start to look good.
That's right, and taller too.
Yeah, taller. Because look, think about it. You got money to take care of your body, take care of yourself. So wherever you have deficiencies, you make up for it somewhere else. You might be ugly, but then you got a six-pack.
Exactly, man. You get that BBW. You take that fat that's right here, and you just put it somewhere else.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying?
Done. But speaking of done, man, any final words before we hop off?
Final words. Yo, everybody, don't be afraid to speak your truth. If it actually does something good for the overall society. I want you guys to, I don't like to use the word woke, but really just like listen to what's going on and watch what's going on. If you guys ain't scared about how people are getting canceled, like, yo, you're up for a rude awakening. That's it, man.
For me, always do your own research is what I've always learned. Like listen to everyone's opinion, listen here and there. But if you truly are wanting to back something, don't just take it from another person's mouth. Dig into it, really learn about it, and then make your own educated decision on why you are supporting something. Don't be like these people when they get asked, why don't you like Trump? They said because he's evil. And they ask, what are his evil tendencies? And they're just like, because he's a capitalist. But anyway, hey, dude, he's just trying to make money like all of us, okay? We all just trying to make money. We all just trying to make it. Anyway, y'all have a good night.
Oh, shit. Like that, okay? That's the new sign off, okay? Well, with that said, we are gone.
Cause I'm a island boy. Oh, I'm a island boy.
Vote for Andrew Tate, man. Dude, if Andrew Tate and Donald Trump, imagine they run together.
Fuck. They're not gonna win. They're not gonna win.
Imagine though. He's like vice president, Andrew Tate.
They ain't winning, bro.
He still is American, even though he lives in Romania. With 5
trying
Bugattis. No,
he's just trying not to pay taxes.
Yeah, shit.